What is going on, guys? I am back with a brand new series as Trey McKnight is taking his talents from the Northeast to the Northwest into Pullman, Washington, to become the new head coach of the Washington State Cougars. He takes over for Mike Leach, who has been fired due to public pressure. He had built up the offense a lot and is due to his air raid scheme. However, the defense has not come along the way that a lot of fans wanted it to, and you can't win football games with just an offense. So now let's go ahead and take a look at our schedule. We start off the year playing against Rutgers, a game that was originally scheduled to be played at Century League Field. However, it has been moved to Martin Stadium. A very tough game to open up the year, followed by playing at number 15 USC, a very difficult game to start the year as that is our first conference game. Then we travel to Nevada, another away game, before finally coming home to finish up non-conference play against Colorado State. That was originally scheduled to be Portland State. However, it has been changed to Colorado State. Follow that with a game at home against Stanford, one away at Cal. Follow that up by Oregon State, and then at number 4 Oregon. That is an incredibly tough stretch of games. 4 really good teams right there, back to back to back. And then follow that up with a bye week before having to welcome Arizona State. And then another bye week followed by away game at Arizona. Then playing Utah at home and finishing it up with the Apple Cup. So Washington State has not had a lot of success in the last couple years in the Pac-12 as they are predicted to finish 5th in the Pac-12 North and towards the bottom of the Pac-12 as a whole, with Oregon, UCLA, and Stanford at the top. Your normal teams, Washington coming in at 6, our arch rival. And now getting a look at this roster, we are led by Connor Halliday, who played in all 13 games last year, threw for over 4,000 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 22 interceptions. Also, we have wide receivers Gabe Marks and Ricky Galvin. I spoke of him earlier, and here he is. Senior quarterback Connor Halliday has a very good shot to break all of the Pac-12 records for passing yards in an entire career. A lot of that is due to Mike Leach's system. Halliday is surrounded by a group of very experienced receivers. However, the backfield is not so experienced, as you can see right here. Jamal Moro, he will be getting his first carries in his career as a redshirt freshman. So wide receiver Gabe Marks, the junior, he had a great year last year, played in all 13 games, had 74 catches, 807 yards, and 7 touchdowns. In the slot we have Ricky Galvin, 5'8". He only caught 39 passes last year for 311 yards. He will also return kicks for us. With him, he is Vince Maley. He will be our red zone target. Other contributors at wide receiver are going to be Christoph Williams, Dom Williams, and Sebastian LaRue. The seniors on this offense are Connor Halliday, Marcus Mason, Theron West, Isaiah Myers, Vince Maley, and Christoph Williams. Now moving over to the defensive side, this is a team that is moving from the 3-4 to the 4-3, so there will definitely be some growing pains for this defensive line. That consists of Xavier Cooper, Destiny Viau, Tony Pale, and Robert Barber. A pretty experienced defense with 2 juniors and a senior. At linebacker, we have another experienced group with senior Cyrus Cohen on the outside. In the middle, we have Daryl Monroe, a junior, and then on the other side, we have Jeremiah Eliason, another junior. So 2 of them will return next year, but we're about to get into the thing on this entire team that scares me the most, and it keeps me up at night, and I just don't know what to do about it, and that is our secondary. A secondary that lost Dayon Buchanan to the pros, but I don't even think he can make that much of a difference. Our 2 outside corners are Daquan Brown and Charleston White. Brown is a sophomore, and White is a redshirt freshman. And in the nickel, we have Charleston White, the one senior in this defensive backfield, and he is not very good, and that's putting it nicely. The back end of the secondary is led by Darius Lamora, who will start at strong safety. Then at free safety, we have Taylor Taliulu, as he's just never quite worked out for this team. And that is pretty much our entire team. So now looking over some of the redshirted players, we have quarterback Peyton Bender, halfback Keith Harrington, receivers River Craycraft and Brett Bartolone. Other receivers Calvin Green and Zaire Andre. On the offensive line, we have Brandon Evers, Andre Dillard, Sean Krebs. Defensive line Hercules Mataafa, Kingston Fernandez, and Mo Tapa. At linebacker, Frankie Loveu, Chandler Linyu, and Greg Hoyd. Defensive backs, Marcellus Pippins, Suleiman Humid, and last but not least, cornerback, Pat Porter. So now that you know the roster and you know the schedule, it is about time to kick off the 2014 football season as we host the Rutgers Scarlet Knight and the beginning of the Trey McKnight era in Pullman, Washington.